Hi, today we are going to talk about compounding interest analysis. So let's go ahead and get started. On the top left here, we have our stocks here. We have MSFT, which is the company for Microsoft. SPY is the stock ticker for the SP 500 index. QQQ is the stock ticker for NASDAQ. 0.33 is the average rate of return, annual rate of return for a savings account. So we're just going to compare all these three stock tickers here. Let's compare that with our savings account here. Principal investment here, we will invest $1,000 into each of these stocks. Annual addition, after year zero, where we invest our initial $1,000, we are going to invest an additional $3,600 every single year for 30 years, which is this slider on the bottom, years to invest. And I already hit the button calculate already, but as we see on the plot here, we can see the legend, Microsoft, SPY, QQQ, our custom rate of return, 0.33, which is our savings account, and the cumulative premium, which is purple, which is basically saying that's what the that line is what would be if we did not invest into anything. If we just added $1,000 in year zero and just had an annual addition of $3,600 a year without interest. So if we navigate here, we see this purple line. Let me hover over it. After year 30, we will have $109,000 in our bank account. For our savings accounts, we will have $114,000 into our bank account. For SPY, if we invest in that stock, we will have $490,000 into our bank account. Pretty big difference. And then if we go invest in QQQ, we will have $1.9 million after 30 years. And for Microsoft, we will have $3.48 million after 30 years, which is a really big difference. So how do we get those numbers actually? And why is Microsoft, SPY, QQQ, why is that value so much higher than, let's say, for example, if we did not invest at all or just invested into a savings account? So we can take a look at this bottom table here. We can look at the stock ticker. For example, we can take a look at Microsoft. The range of years measured is 2007 to 2022. I believe it's capped at 2007 because the Yahoo Finance data that is available through their API. 2007 is the cap there that I was able to retrieve, but it's still a pretty good range, 2007 through 2022. Annual percent return through those years is 17.98%. So if, for example, every single year, if the average annual percent return is 17.98%, and using the variables of the $1,000 principal investment and the $3,600 annual addition, we will receive $3.48 million after 30 years from Microsoft. And same thing for SPY. You can see the average annual percent return of 8.44 and the 15.1 for stock ticker QQQ and the custom 0.33. There's no range of years measured right over here. The reason for that is because it's just a custom rate of return. There's nothing to measure, and so the annual percent return is 0.33 for the savings account. And that was just Googleable information, that rate of return. So if we navigate to the second tab here, we can take a look at the historic returns table, and basically what will it show? It would show that each stock ticker that we inputted here, and it would prove like what that stock price was to close, and the percent increase or percent decrease every single year. And basically it would take the average of the percent increase column, and it would come up with the average annual percent return table value on the first tab. The year by year interest accumulation table, we can take a look. For example, if we looked at year zero, again, we invested $1,000 initially, and so what we'll have in total in our bank account, after year zero is just $1,000 because that was just our cumulative $1,000 that we invested. So then here in year one, we invested that $1,000 plus the $3,600. So then after year one, our cumulative, including the interest of Microsoft, would be $5,427.08. So that's how this table is. It basically is used for the plot in the first tab. So please use the app listed, or the website listed in the description section, so that you can use your own stock tickers if you want to take a look at the different compounding interest for each stock, or if you want to do your own custom rate. Thanks. Bye.